What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Tarot Magic. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and hit the thumbs up. It is much appreciated. And even I would like to thank the 11 subscribers that unsubscribed because maybe it just didn't resonate with them, and that's okay. This is a channel where we take accountability for our actions, try to make amends. It's focused on healing. It's focused on raising our vibration, spiritually evolving, and more importantly, ethical manifestation, meaning we're not lying, we're not manipulating, we're not trying to take it from anyone else. So I understand if those things don't resonate with certain people. I would also like to mention again that I am not a tarot card reader. I am a psychic medium, and I've had this gift my entire life. I dismissed it up until 7 years ago when my son tragically, suddenly passed away, and it was so clear that he was communicating with me that I could not ignore it and I could not deny it. So if you are looking for a tarot card reader, this might not be the channel for you, okay? Because sometimes the messages that come out are not what the tarot card is showing me, okay? So if you're still here, then that means you resonate with this and you're on a high vibration. So thank you for showing up. And we're just going to do a general reading today. And let's start with an angel number. See where we're at. Okay. 781, knowledge. New insight will change your life. It's a normal response of your ego to shut down divine realization or message because it can completely change your life. Acknowledge that the spiritual downloads you are getting may in fact change everything, and listen to them anyway. Repeat the mantra, I welcome spiritual insight. Wow, that I just picked randomly, so that's crazy. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. So, I have had some issues with my storage. First my recording device and then my computer, so, be patient with me. And look at that right now. As I, for some reason it takes so long to clear out old stuff. Who knew that the Messages app and WhatsApp saved every voice recording and clip that was sent for no reason whatsoever in your data? So anyway, thanks so much again for showing up and hitting the thumbs up. Much appreciated. All right, Spirit, what is the overall message that the collective of tarot magic that is still with me, thank you, needs to know right now or today? What is the overall energy for this general message for the collective? Remember to take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate to you, then it's not your message. That part, okay? Tarot and oracle general messages are meant to confirm what your intuition is already telling you. So don't get all paranoid. And if it's not your story, it's not your story. Okay? All right. Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Okay, so Spirit is saying go with the flow of this message or with whatever. And the divine is asking you to react with calmness and peace. So it could be something that is jarring, upsetting to hear, but go with the flow. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is happening for you, not to you. We don't do victim mode on this channel. We take accountability, like I said. Clearing. Ooh, this is good. Let me just get my glasses. I'm 50. Okay, thank you. Clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's. Such freedom. Okay, clearing. So you may be, we are coming up on eclipse season. I think it starts middle of February. I'll have to look it up. Which is when we expect the unexpected. We expect the unexpected. And a lot of things get swept out of our life, okay? Things that no longer serve our highest good, things that were holding us back. So, yeah. And then we've got companionship also. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So this could have something to do with your companionship, your future partner, or something like that. First, there needs to be a clearing. And Spirit is saying, go with the flow, be calm, everything happens for a reason. When we're manifesting, it's really important not to get stuck on a certain person, place, or thing, or how a certain amount of money, or a certain job, or a certain house, or a certain car. You can state your intentions as, let's just talk about manifesting a new home. You can say, I want 123 Walnut Street, but someone lives in there, okay? But you could take the aspects of that house. It's a 3-bedroom ranch layout with a nice porch in the front and back, or like whatever it is, all those, and then you could, all those requirements, your wants, your desires. And then you leave it up to the universe. You go with the flow, okay? And you let the where and the how and all of that be taken care of by the universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it. This channel also accepts every race, every gender, every religion, because we're all united in the fact that we are all created by the same creator. So, yeah. So maybe you are looking to manifest some companionship, whether it's a friendship, a best friend, or a romantic partner. But first, something has to be cleared away. And I think you know what that is. Whatever that is. It could be a limiting belief. Something that you've been programmed to believe, that you can only have a certain type of person, or it has to be someone from your ethnic or religious background. So you may need to clear out those limiting beliefs before you can manifest someone who is really truly for your highest good. This could be a love reading, I have a feeling. To be fair, number 38. Okay, so this is kind of giving me the justice card. Maybe something was unfair in the past, and so now things are going to be made right. Imagine. Number 20, the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Something is, the wheel is turning in your favor also. You may have felt like your life has just been unlucky and all the bad things have happened to me. And if you've read my memoir, you would know every single bad thing has happened to me so far that I can think of. So, yeah. But instead of being the victim, I take accountability and responsibility that I allowed myself to be in that abusive relationship, okay? And I took accountability and I worked to heal from that and learn from my mistakes to never get into a relationship like that again, right? So something is being made fair. Number 38 or 11 could be significant. Somebody could be 38. Okay, what else? Building blocks, number 28. So this is giving me building on a solid foundation. I'm getting the Four of Wands in my head. So you're focused on building this foundation, okay? Whether that's a business or a future, companionship. You're starting at the beginning. You're not skipping any steps. You're building this solid foundation. Maybe you're starting as friends first before you become lovers and partners, because it's really kind of important to really get to know someone before you jump in, which I have made that mistake in the past. And I'll admit it, but I'm not making that mistake anymore. So the number 28 is also, what it reminds me of is a Saturn return. So when you're 28 years old, you have what's called a Saturn return. I think you have another one at 52 or something like that. And it's basically where you learn all these harsh lessons. A lot of times it's about your mother wound. If you have a mother wound, which probably everybody does. My mother passed away when I was 1, so I didn't know her, which I thought was great growing up, because I I didn't ever have to grieve her. And it really hit me when I was 28. I had 3 children. So the grief hit me later on in life. But so maybe someone is going through a Saturn return. I can't remember when your second Saturn return is. It's like in your early 50s, I think. So, or maybe someone went through a Saturn return, and kind of like when you go through a Saturn return, it's like what you thought was a stable foundation is completely ripped out, because none of it was like built on illusion, or it was something programmed in your mind, or it was built off your trauma. So this person, you or whoever, went through, we've all gone through a Saturn return at 28, is now actually rebuilding brick by brick. I'm also getting that saying where people say you built a nice brick wall with all the bricks that people threw at you. So I'm getting that also. So maybe you've had a lot of challenges, and but you're using it to your benefit, which is another thing we talk about a lot on this channel, which is what my whole memoir is about. Community, number 8. Okay, so this could possibly be finding your soul tribe. Number 8 is like the infinity. It also represents wealth and abundance. So it could be about finding your soul tribe. Orphaned. Okay, number 5 at the bottom of the deck. So maybe someone feels ostracized, orphaned by the community that they've been with for so long, or that they grew up with. And so now they're searching for a new community that resonates more with their new raised vibration and spiritual evolution and knowledge that they now have. Okay? I like it. This is the good tarot, if you've been following me for a while. Ooh, Ace of Water. I call them tarot decks, but this deck is tarot. It's like fancy. I don't know why. This is Colette Baron-Reid. I love this deck. And if you read the guidebook, if you ever wanted to buy it, it takes a positive spin on each card. Like, for example, the 7 of Swords is like, which is usually a lying, cheating, stealing card. She writes about finding the silver lining, which I like, right? So maybe we'll look up and read in the book one of these. Let's see if hopefully it's nearby. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know? And we don't take reversals in this deck, but these 3 main cards, I never take reversals, so. 5 of Water. Okay. This is some regret. And actually, I want to read, if I can find the book. Hold on. I found it. I found it. Sorry about that. I have all my little guidebooks down there because this is like a card of depression, regret, just feeling down in the dumps about something. But let's see how Colette Baron-Reid puts a good spin on this, because this might help someone who is feeling I open right to it. Okay. Releasing grief, allowing sadness to rise and fall, forgiveness, the ebb and flow of emotion. I feel the fullness of my emotions as they wash through me. I am not going to cry. The ebb and flow are part of life, and I am present in my feelings today. I fully forgive myself and others and let go of any emotions that are holding me back from acknowledging the truth. I deserve the freedom that comes when I realize what is no longer working for me. I made amends to those I may have harmed when emotion was coloring my perceptions. I surrender any resentments to the divine, knowing they can be transformed into miracles. Fearless, what is this word? Fearless inventories lead to liberation. Okay. You see how that's totally different from the actual Five of Cups? So, yes. So forgive yourself, forgive others, make amends if you haven't yet, and surrender the rest to the divine, because the truth is that staying in this sadness and grief and shame and guilt or whatever emotion you're feeling is a lower vibration. And so now these emotions are actually beneficial, because it'll point us in the right direction of where we made the mistake, okay? Being depressed and feeling in regret, it shows us where we went wrong, kind of thing, okay? But you can't stay in that emotion forever, because it's a low vibration. So do what you need to do to forgive yourself, make amends to others, do something to make it right, and then give the rest to God, because what did it say? I don't have my glasses on, so oh yeah, page of water. That's an apology or a little expression of affection, okay? And Spirit is also saying that this is the way this person or you feel right now. It's fair, because you went wrong somewhere. But again, you don't have to stay there. You can make amends, you can apologize, and, go with the flow. What's the worst that can happen is that you feel relieved that you did something to make it right, okay? Whatever that means to you. Okay, what is this building blocks about? I knew somehow this would tie in. I could feel it. I could sense it. You know what also kind of like I think about a lot? Because a lot of times, like, a person will pop into my head and then they will call, or I'll run into them. This happens all the time to me, right? So at first I was like, oh yeah, I'm psychic. I picked up on that. But then I started thinking, did they call because I thought of them? And I manifested it with my thoughts? I think it's a little bit of both. So, happens to me all the time. Hermit, listening to your inner guidance. Okay, these are like slippery today. All right, so what is this building blocks? I know that's deep, right? But I think it's a little bit of both. Because our thoughts really do create our reality. Building blocks. What is this about, Spirit? Seven of Earth. Okay, so this is about planting some seeds, waiting for the sprouts to grow, being very patient. So you're patiently waiting as you build this firm foundation, because as you know, it's not built overnight, right? And if you're looking for something quick and easy, then it's not going to be as firm a foundation. I mean, look at that. It's like a brick wall, okay? So you've been working really hard planting the seeds, and you're patient, but you're waiting to see results. So this is good. Queen of Earth on the bottom of the deck. So that's a very stable, grounded energy. You could be an earth sign, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. The Queen of Earth is Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. They're very practical. They're good with money. They're very nurturing and stuff like that. They're just solid. Okay, what is this community all about? Call. Okay, I'm going to read this one too. This is like the Judgment card, okay? And yeah, a judgment can mean an awakening. It can mean a reconciliation. It could mean also that there was a community that judged you before knowing you, which often happens. I talk about this in my memoir. Also, like, people always want to judge a book by its cover, right? Without really reading it. Two of Air, yeah. There was something that they didn't see about you or about someone else. Let's read the Judgment in the Good Tarot. I want to just, since I got the book out, I want to read that one also. Okay. So this is good, though. Call. Purpose and true prosperity. I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I'm being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I am here for a reason. I'm required to step forward into my true self, expressing that through my actions. I need to trust that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. So yeah, this is like, wow. This is like really answering the call of your soul, of your higher self, that is calling you to step into your life purpose. Now, that is also stepping into your North Node, which requires being uncomfortable. It requires sometimes going against a community of the way that you've been raised to believe a certain way. It's you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It is uncomfortable, but it leads to true prosperity, okay? Which I think we're all looking for. Let's see, what is the deck that I wanted to use? I just reorganized my decks, but oh, I forgot also. Where is that deck? I just got oh, here we go. I just got Linda's deck. You know, Linda likes tarot, the Cosmic Keys. So I have not used it yet. I love to support the readers that helped me through my dark night of the soul. And so, yeah, there's a few, but Linda's great. I've had a personal reading with her as well. The Cosmic Keys. I think her website is occultlifestyle.com. So let's just get an idea of who's involved in this. This kind of will give you an idea. Okay, who is this Five of Water? Oh, wow, this is small. This Five of Water is chicken scratch. Oh, the Healer. August 23rd to September 22nd. Okay. That is so small. I just can see the Healer. So this Five of Cups. Wait, maybe if I pull it. I got stronger glasses too, and I still am like having an issue. Okay, I'm just going to hold it. If you want to take a screenshot and swipe in, you can let me know in the comments what it says. Okay, so maybe you're a healer. Libra. This is actually, wow, honestly. Okay, look at this. To be fair, Libra. So maybe you have a Libra that was unfair, that is now in regret, or someone is in regret. September 23rd to 22nd, the Diplomat. Oh, this is Virgo. It says Virgo. Right there. See, I didn't see that. Sorry, this is the first time I'm using this deck. If you want to unsubscribe, seriously, go ahead. Virgo. So someone could be a Virgo in this situation. Someone could be a Libra, which is the Diplomat. But we also have the Snake, which is, if you want to take a screenshot and swipe in. So this is a Chinese zodiac, but I'm also getting like, oh, I'm getting maybe a Virgo or a Libra or someone that has those in their chart might have worked together to deceive someone, to snake them. We got monitoring spirit on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's something kind of fishy going on there. I don't know if I should take these off because, oh, they were trying to destiny swap. I don't actually feel like you are the one in the Five of Cups, though. I feel like it's the person who got snaked, who got tricked, or something like that. They tried to take your destiny, or please. I say affirmations every morning, like, my energy field is permanently closed to all harvesting. I call back all my power, plus anything that was manifested using my power. I cancel and revoke all contracts, whether I made consciously, subconsciously, in the dream or astral realm, or in any past life that does not serve my highest good. Like, I do all those things. Like, I call back my power. I call back my destiny. I never consented to giving it away. Like, I do these affirmations daily and sometimes multiple times a day. So no one can steal your destiny unless you let them. Okay, what is the Seven of Earth about? Past life connection. Ancient bond, temple memory, souls who have studied each other. Studied each other before. Okay. So this has something to do with a past life soulmate that you've been waiting for possibly, and you want to build a solid foundation with. And they're in regret because there was a Virgo and a Libra or someone that has those in their charts that, snake them was deceptive. Someone could have a Chinese zodiac of a snake also. Yeah, okay. Cancer. Cancer is your home. Also, it represents the fourth house. So it could be a parent or a co-parent, which, there you go, right there. And it's probably the divine masculine that is in this Five of Water. But that's okay. You can always make things right. It's never too late. Wow, if you are still breathing, it is not too late to make things right. Just saying. Okay, what else? These are a little slippery. Life Path 33. Master Teacher. I don't think I'm going to take these in reverse. So, yeah, I feel like this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a life path, or one of you has a life path 33. I feel like this is more like meant to be, you guys are meant to be teachers together. After going through something really terrible, life path 5, the explorer. Oh, we got a fake spiritualist going on. Okay. Maybe one of these people that were snaking was claiming to be a spiritualist. A lot of people make claims that they are not, but I usually don't put an actual title on it. And it's, a lot of people want this spiritual gift, but it comes with its drawbacks also. So, yeah, people want me dead. So, it's not really a gift that many people would ask for. But life path number 1, the leader. Okay, so I feel like you and your person, this past life soulmate that you've been waiting on to build with, are meant to be leaders and teachers, because you've been through many lives and you've overcome many challenges. And yeah, Scorpio could be significant. The monkey. Someone could have Chinese zodiac sign of a monkey. If you don't know what your Chinese zodiac sign is, just Google it. What is my Chinese zodiac sign? And make sure you put the year and the date, because it doesn't go January to December. I think it goes from February to February or something like that. You can find out. Well, stalker. Someone's stalking you and your person probably. Okay, what is this community call? Maybe you're being called, you and your person are being called to start your own community. Not starting a cult or a religion, just starting a community with just the two of you, where people can join in. Or life path 7, the seeker. Okay, so yeah, maybe you are seeking a different community, or to build some sort of community. Even if it's just a community of 2 for now. The dragon. This reminds me of like that Game of Thrones thing. And I actually think that dragons were real. They covered up by making dinosaurs. But they were really dragons. And they were good guys, dragons. They were guardians and protectors of the light flame codes, which they've tried to bury under the grid of the planetary grid. Yeah. Which, that's a whole deep thing I could probably talk about another day, but the evil ire. Envy, restraint, irrational projection. Your success reminds me of my failures. Why do you get what I can't? I never liked you. Oh, well. Then unsubscribe with those 11 other people. Okay. The stalker. So this person that's evil eyeing you is also stalking you. Knows your routine, your route, your name, and you never even seen their face. Well, that's not creepy at all. Okay, life path 9, I'm going to have to read the tiny letters, just so I know, not while I'm on here, so I know next time. So yeah, you've got a stalker that's an evil liar, and I have a feeling it's probably one of these people, a Libra that never liked you, or a Virgo that never liked you, or someone that has that in their chart. I don't know. Okay, so you're being stalked too. Isn't that fun? Just so you know, I don't have a routine or a route. I barely leave my house, so. And you can stalk me on all social media platforms. They're all below. If you'd like. I don't give away any personal information. So. Alright, what else is this 5 of water about with this, to be fair? I'm not going to take the reversals either. Talent. Born with features. Personality. Well, okay. So something unfair happened to you or your person that they're in regret about. And it's because you have talent. It's because you're good looking. It's because you got it going on, baby. Born with features. And you got a good personality. You're smart. You're talented. You're good looking. Remember, people that don't have it going on don't have any haters. Okay? So, accept your haters with grace and say thank you for reminding me of my greatness. Humbly. Crown. That's right. Owner, master, top level. You wear the crown. No wonder they are so envious. You got the talent. You wear the crown. Affairs. Mistress, third party. Okay. Oh, maybe it was the third party that was doing something behind the scenes. A little. Well, they're definitely stalking. And you don't have any idea who this person is. You've never met them. You don't know their name. You're certainly not stalking any of their profiles because you don't know who this is. I don't even think you know. You're just busy with, building your own. These are so slippery. Wearing your crown. Mystery. Unknown. Puzzle. Illusion. Confusing. Yeah. It's a mystery to you who this person is, and you're probably a mystery to them, but we're not really focused on them unless Spirit wants us to focus on them. Yeah, I feel like run away. Get away, keep away, give up. Maybe this 5 of Cups is the runner, twin flame runner, the runner chaser dynamic. So, yeah, I feel like maybe someone was running away and it was kind of a mystery, an illusion to you. Why? But there was a couple of snakes working together, evil eyeing, stalking, spinning illusions and confusion. To probably make your person run away, which now they're in regret for doing. But divine timing. Oh, look at that. So yeah, I'm a big believer in the separation period is for a purpose. Okay, you're supposed to learn some things from the karmics around you and learn some lessons and do some healing and some reflecting. Photograph. Trying to decide, what it is that you want from your life, because it may not be what you were programmed to believe it to be. You're meant to be a leader and you're meant to be a teacher. I feel like I'm talking to you and your person. Both. Okay, what is this 7 of Earth? Shadow, the other side, coexist, reverse side. Yeah. So your person probably needed to do some shadow work. This is also like giving me like the mirror, it's like a twin flame thing. So it's like maybe you're the light and they're the dark, or vice versa. And maybe they needed to do some shadow work. Home, refuge, belong, haven. Yeah, this is someone that you feel like is home to you. And yeah, maybe you've planted the seeds and you'd like to build something with them, but in the meantime, you're building something on your own, because if they don't show up, they don't show up. Someone else will. It's always how it works. Right? Unfinished business. Yeah, it's not over. Back and forth baggage. Yeah, so it's not over. Maybe these seeds that you planted, it's not for nothing. However, it's important to remain detached, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you've spent a lot of time focusing on what it is that you want out of this companion, and what it is you will not accept. So stay very detached, because maybe it's not this person. If they can't fulfill your wants and your needs, then it's not, right? And maybe you just have a soul contract that is meant to be a catalyst to awaken each other to healing, and that's fine too. You know, you have to stay open to all possibilities and not be so attached to the outcome. I think this is how the twin flame thing became like toxic, because it was trying to promote like being with your twin no matter what. That's not healthy. That's toxic. And if both parties are not unwilling, if one party is doing the healing and the other one is not, it's not going to work. Torment, anxiety, bondage, depression, troubled. So yeah, this person is in regret. They're in torment, bondage though too. I feel like this Virgo and Libra are working together. They're doing binding rituals on your person that you have unfinished business with. So if you want to invoke Archangel Michael and ask him to help your person remove the bindings from you, from your person, someone you have unfinished business with, someone that's mirroring you. Doesn't have to be forever after romantic. Sunset, lost loved one, memories, elder, night falls. Okay, so maybe this person is lost a loved one, or you did. Apple, wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. Why is death and joy and sexuality on the same thing? It's very weird. And wisdom. Okay. Maybe this person is just thinking of you as memories of you. I don't know how far along it got, but there's some hidden truth that's coming out. Hidden things, secret treasure, tip of the iceberg. So maybe your person has had some hidden truths revealed to them, or you have. I definitely have. What is this call about? This judgment card with the community, with this evil liar. Divine intervention. Yes, I love when I get this card. Serendipity, catalyst, karma. Yeah, like I said, you could have crossed paths in order to be a catalyst for awakening, for your growth. I also feel like you may have been calling in divine intervention, because there's a whole community of people that are evil eyeing you and your person and are just really trying to keep you apart. Encounter. Met by chance, love at first sight, crush. Yeah. This is more than just a catalyst, I think. This is your divine partner. Miss you. Miss, wait, eager. They miss you. You miss them. This 7 of Earth confirms it. Okay. So we need to get rid of everybody else. Empty room. No people. The end. Opportunity. You need to empty out the room. Clearing of everybody that is not in favor of this union. It's like, it reminds me of those weddings, like, anybody not in favor of this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. First of all, don't ever invite people like that to your wedding. They shouldn't even be your friend. Okay? Just saying. Yeah. Something needs to happen. We need to get rid of the stalkers, okay? The snakes, okay? The people trying to steal your crown, or, you know, I feel like this is like kind of like a power couple dynamic where it's like, you know, if the two of you guys come together, it's like game over for everyone else. It's going to make them all feel like less than because they're not wearing the crown. But this has absolutely nothing to do with them. Nothing. Okay? Just saying. It has to do with you and your person. That's it. I can't believe I have to say stuff like that in 2026. Okay, what is this Five of Water about? Both of you could be in regret or disappointed. Okay, or depressed, you know, because the separation period is very heartbreaking, but it's necessary. Need to learn some lessons, do some healing, do some karmic clearing out of the stalkers and the evil liars, and you know, it's funny because once you, sorry, I'm talking loud because the shuffle, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And you may have been friends or have this family member for years, and you never knew that they were sending you this negative energy, you know? But once you see it, you can't unsee it. What is the Five of Water about? Four of Cups, yeah. It's like a missed opportunity. Meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. Yeah, this is like this person or you are in regret for this missed opportunity. And yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, so maybe you're just reevaluating, you know, what's going on in your life and just, yeah. Oh, Emperor in the reverse. This is a nasty SOB. So this also could be a man that is having paternity issues. So maybe they're depressed because they found out that they weren't the father of a child. So that's possible. So reversed, domineering, controlling, lack of discipline, rigid, stubborn, tyrant, recklessness. This is also someone who abuses their power and authority. So this could be your father, your boss, your baby father. Maybe someone, you know, got in the way and they missed an opportunity. Or this person, your person, could have been, you know, reckless in the past or something like that. This is also, the Emperor in reverse is someone who has not like stepped into their power. You know, the Emperor in the upright is the authority and he's powerful. He's a leader. Okay. He makes decisive decisions. Okay. He doesn't follow any crowd. So this could be your divine masculine that just in the past hadn't stepped into their power yet, which is a fine. A star. This is ultimate wish fulfillment. Aquarius. You got the Queen of Cups. Also, oh, looks like you are going to get a message. This person has spent a lot of time contemplating and they are to take action again. Someone asked me in the comments what the Four of Swords means. Again, I'm going to tell you, there's many different ways that you can interpret tarot. Sometimes I channel a message that has absolutely nothing to do with what the card that I pulled is. But I'm going to read it for you. Just for those people that want to know. Reversed is exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, stress. According to this tarot deck. Okay. All right. So yeah, they're in regret that they missed an opportunity or they were reckless and they just, maybe they did not know, they didn't know that they were a divine masculine, that they wore a crown. You know, whatever. But they can still take their power back or reclaim their power. Just, yeah. Maybe they did something unfair to you with this to be fair and they regret it. It was reckless. That's possible too. Which all they would need to do is do something to make it right. and let go of that guilt and shame. And I feel like you both have a soul contract still that's open. Oh yes, equal give and take. They owe you something. Some money, a gift, some sort of explanation or apology. Let me read it for those naysayers. There's just one interpretation. I've read at least 5 different books when I was studying tarot on how to interpret them. So there's a myriad of ways that you can interpret tarot. But I'm going to read it. I don't know. Maybe this person already unsubscribed. Who knows? Upright, giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity. Yes. Maybe in the past, someone could be a Scorpio or be going through some ending, transformation. Yeah, maybe in the past they were kind of breadcrumbing and not giving you what you deserve, and now they want to give you what you deserve, maybe? Or, well, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, though. So, lost opportunity, missed chance, bad investment, lack of planning or foresight. So, and then we've got 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is, past resentment, desire to reconcile, making amends, desire to forgive. Oh, okay. So I feel like this person, both of these can signal like a missed opportunity. So I feel like that's why this person who in the past hadn't stepped into their power and didn't realize they were wearing a crown of the divine masculine, did something reckless, whatever. So yeah, and maybe they didn't offer you a commitment or a new beginning, or maybe you offered to like do some sort of project or start a business with them and they were just like, no. So yeah, now they want to come and give you something. They want to be generous with you or something like that. Or this could also be you wearing the crown. I will not accept anything less than equal give and take. I'm a giving person, is what you're saying. And I want someone that gives back to me just as much as I give. And we're not talking about money. We're not talking about gifts. People mistake that. We're talking about time, energy, effort. Okay? So you're not willing to settle for anything less than the 6 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Cups. And the 4 of Wands. A stable foundation. Complete emotional fulfillment. Or you can interpret these cards any way that you see fit, okay? If you don't like my interpretations. I'm telling you what I'm channeling. All right, what is this 7 of Earth all about? This is definitely, you've been waiting, you've been patient, you've been planting the seeds, building your own solid foundation. But you've been waiting, I feel like, for something. What is this 7 of Earth about? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh no, jealous, insecure. Okay. Reverse, self-respect, self-confident, introverted, selfishness, jealousy, insecurity. So when it says, this is why this deck doesn't really quite make sense. When it says self-confident, but then jealousy and insecurity, that's kind of like a contradiction. I look at this as a woman who is very promiscuous, could do a lot of black magic. It's because they're very jealous. We saw the evil ire. They are insecure, so they seek external validation through sex with many partners, because that's what helps them feel good about themselves. I don't know why that's... Okay. 4 of Pentacles, I guess. Okay, 4 of Pentacles is like letting go. Greediness, possessiveness, stinginess, overspending, self-protection. Yeah, this is the third party that has been, possessive over your person. Your person. Okay. And they may have known your person longer. It doesn't matter. They're still the third party. I'm just calling it like it is, okay? When God puts 2 people together that are meant to be together or to work on something together for a profound purpose, and you, because you're so jealous and insecure, are possessive and you're holding on to them, like, you are the third party. And this person probably sleeps with a lot of different men, so they can go find another one. They probably have others. They just want yours because it's yours. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what's the delay. That's why you've been waiting. It's this Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Well, could be a Libra or a Virgo. That's what's taking so long. Knight of Pentacles. Hard work, productivity, efficiency. Okay, so this is, you've been working hard in the meantime, doing your healing, all that sort of stuff. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. But it's the one that shows up solid, okay? So, yes, this Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, and this could be anybody. This could be just a jealous friend or coworker or whatever. Okay, this one. Okay, yeah. 9 of Wands. Okay, this is definitely a hoe witch. They've been projecting negativity onto you. That's what I'm getting. So this says, yeah, courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for the worst. Yeah, you're not giving up. I feel like this is you. This represents you. You've had a lot of projections from this Queen of Wands in this community. This Libra, Virgo, Snake, whatever. They're jealous of this. You wear the crown, not them. Okay. So, yeah, they've been projecting a lot towards you, and it's taking you a lot longer, or your person a lot longer. Oh, yeah. Dark occultist. Yeah. Maybe they wanted you laid to rest. But you're not, this is also the wounded warrior. You are not giving up. You're not giving up on yourself. You're not giving up on your person. And it doesn't mean that you have to be with this person. You're just not giving up, especially on yourself. The High Priestess in reverse could also be a secret coming out, something that was hidden. Chariot. It's going to help you move forward towards victory, whether it's by yourself or with your person. It really does not matter. Honestly, when you do the healing work and you've balanced your masculine and feminine energy and you actually don't need a partner, you don't need anyone else or a community to validate you, you can do it on your own. Now, personally, I prefer to have a partner. It's been 3.5 years, but I will get a partner, and it doesn't have to be a certain person, you know? I certainly am not, as I'm talking about myself, I'm shuffling bad. I'm certainly not settling for anything less than this. So, one more shuffle, because I'm talking too much. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. You're ready to build generational wealth, and you can do it alone if you need to. Look at J.K. Rowling. I don't know, she's probably in a relationship by now, but she was a single mom living out of her car when she wrote Harry Potter. So, what's your excuse? Just saying. Ace of Cups in the reverse. So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, this Queen of Wands in reverse blocked your new beginning in love out of envy. Okay. Not that we really care, but emotional loss, blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions. I feel like you have been focused on your self-love, the love that you give to yourself. Yeah. This is like major blockages. Fool in reverse. Okay. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah, this person made a choice to go in a different direction, and that person decided to send you blockages. Even though that person chose them, they still wanted to block you. That's because they know that you wear the crown, and you are actually meant to be with this person. You have unfinished business. Otherwise, why would they even bother projecting negativity towards you? Speaking of which, I just got the Evil Eye bath salts from Tarot Empress Eva. I love her also. So I'm going to use that tonight. I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. Just in case this relates to me at all, because, you know, I do have a lot of people that send me evil eyes for my whole life. It's fine. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, emotional loss. So it's possible that this heartbreak kind of woke you up to your life purpose, your calling. And it could be the heartbreak from this person that heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, divorce, loss, depression. Yeah. But look at that. The sun. I talk about this again in my memoir, not to keep like promoting my memoir, but one of the gifts of having your heart completely shattered and broken is that it opens up something in your heart, in your third eye, and you can see things that you didn't see before. That is the gift that heartbreak gives you. And, you know, if people that are purposely trying to break your heart knew that, they probably would not do it. Most people stay stuck in the heartbreak instead of actually allowing it to open everything else. Like, you know, I think it was Rumi, the famous poet, that said, the crack is where the light gets in. Like the crack in your heart. Like when my son died, I could feel it. It felt like a broken heart. It's not a misnomer. But it is where the light entered. And I could see things I didn't before, which I have to say was even more heartbreaking once I knew the truth. Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of threes. It's a third party. Bunch of third parties trying to interfere. I don't know. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so self-worth. This is so tiny. I look at this before I read what it is, because I just got this deck. This is like not single, not independently wealthy, not living in luxury. They're kind of like codependent, struggling. Maybe they're just, you know, not single also. So living beyond means, obsessive with work, false success. Okay. Nine of Cups. Okay, nines could be significant. So, yeah. I don't really know what that means right now, but High Priestess in the reverse. Damn. Secrets. Harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdrawal, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstanding. So yeah, I really do feel like there was a community, people that are evil eyeing you, that were behind the scenes, literally trying to break your heart. They had this hidden agenda. They wanted you to be heartbroken, and they wanted you to be financially lacking for whatever reason, which is like, it sounds like psychotic. They wanted to end you for whatever reason. Who cares? They're jealous. Oh, they might have wanted to steal your crown. It's called destiny swapping, which is more common than you think. In fact, men will do it to women and women will do it to men. And the easiest way to do it is to marry them. Because as they go up, you go down and you're constantly sick and you're constantly drained of energy. And then before you know it, you die. And there's people that do that on purpose. So be careful who you marry. Good thing I got out before it happened to me. But so this says painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. Yeah, this is what they wanted for you, okay? This is what they were trying. And the only thing that it did was actually awaken you to your life purpose. So, yeah, good for you. All right, let's see. I don't know. So, let's just see. Let's get some advice, because I feel like I'm talking to a couple different people here. Definitely, oh look, I was about to say something needs to be made fair. Something went awry here with these people that were evil eyeing, trying to destiny swap, they're stalking, they're interfering in something that has absolutely freaking nothing to do with them, and something went on here that was unfair to you, or to your person, or to both. So, something needs to be made right, okay? Something. And if you were the person that needs to make it right, then do so. was the first thing I said when I started this reading. This is an account. This is a channel where we take accountability for our actions. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does wrongdoing before we know better. But it's up to us to make it right, okay? And Spirit is asking you to find the strength and the courage to make it right. To whoever that's for, okay? Come in from out of the cold, because literally the divine is intervening on your behalf. And this encounter serendipitously is something met by chance, love at first sight. There's some purpose of why you both miss each other. You have a purpose to fulfill together. I'm a strong believer in that. And if you don't believe that, that's fine. This may not be your reading also. So the advice is, the first one is to make things right with the Justice card. Balance the scales. However that means to you. That's like, yeah, the world in reverse. Yeah, the cycle is not closed yet. There's some unfinished business. We saw that card, right? So, seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. Yeah, something is incomplete, even if you just make things right just for closure. Yes, send that message. There's something that needs, some cycle is incomplete. Whatever that means to you. I mean, I don't really know what this is regarding. What else for the advice? So, yeah, I'm getting from that, make amends. Cycle is still open. And the cycle will remain open until you do something to make amends. Okay. King of Wands in reverse as your advice. Impulsiveness. Ruthless. High expectations. Haste. Unachievable expectations. Okay, so maybe this is for a masculine, this person in Five of Cups that did something in haste. And that's okay. Oh, you did it to an Empress? A divine feminine? Yeah, which, it's okay. If you did something in haste, it's not the end of the world, I'm sure this Empress, who's usually a very ascended, evolved person, could be a male or female, doesn't matter, would understand. But only if you do something to make it right. You need to give them something. Something to make it fair. Okay, hold on. Let me just see what this says. Abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, exhibition. Oh, I can't see that word. Action. Yeah, the Empress is all four queens rolled into one. She's mastered her emotions, Queen of Cups. She's mastered the Wands, her action, her creativity. She's mastered the Pentacles, her money. She's very grounded, good with money. And she's also mastered the Swords, the logic and speaking the truth. Her, she's everything. She's a good mother. She's abundant. She's the master manifester. So yeah, maybe this person wants to come with a love offer. It's something that they did not see before. Maybe these snakes over here were blocking this person's third eye or something like that. I'm getting that very strongly. This could have to do with a Scorpio. But this person had to go through some endings. Wherever they were, it was not bearing fruit, okay? So there was no success over there. So this person, it could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in their chart, they had to go through some bitter, painful endings in order to get to this place where they can, make some sort of love offer to the Empress and turn this, right side up, should they so desire, which, we all have free will. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything just as I say. Whoever this message is for will get the message and they'll understand. Let's get a couple of these. So yeah. Overall, this looks like a very good reading. Sometimes, okay, what this says, helping hand. So maybe this Empress was offering this Five of Cups person a helping hand, or yes, take action. Maybe maybe they're meant to help each other, because it's never just one-sided, right? I mean, if it is, then run. Because relationships are give and take, you know? Maybe you can help them in a way that they can't help themselves, and they can help you in a way that you can't help yourself. So it's mutually beneficial. I like that. What else? Hot and cold. Yeah. Wishy-washy, temperamental, flaky, aloof, detached, inconsistent. Yeah, I feel like this is how this Five of Cups person was in the past, due to the fact that they had not, you know, stepped into their power. They hadn't discovered their power. They were being snaked, controlled. I'm also getting from this hot and cold is to remain detached from the outcome, because definitely there is unfinished business. Something needs to be made fair and balanced, but we're not attached to the outcome. Oh, but it's romance. Okay. Oh, that just changes everything. No, I'm just kidding. There is love and hate. Oh, okay. I've talked about this before, though. The opposite of love is not hate. It's a difference. Because, like polarity, hot and cold, remember? They're the same thing on the same spec, just opposite ends. Same with love and hate. So, yeah. So maybe... And oftentimes, I've talked about this before, too. Oftentimes, meeting a twin will, you know, make you hate them because they reflect back to you what you still need to heal. You know, but once you understand that, you understand where the dislike comes from. Captivated. Okay. Someone is captivated. Maybe once they got over the hate part. Committed. Okay. Romance, committed. And opportunity. So this is an opportunity to have a romance. It's going to involve some compromise. You're going to have to let go of something or someone or something. Yeah. And then revenge, retaliation, tit for tat, payback. Yeah, there are some snakes out here that are evil-eyeing that will try to get revenge. As all demonic entities do, but be very intentional about what you say, about what your intentions are, and use your discernment to make sure that this person is on the same page with you. That's very important. And bait and switch. Oh, so that's what happened. That came out in the reverse. So, yeah, false advertising, counterfeit. Okay, flipping the script. Now we get to what happened. So this evil ire basically switched everything around and made you out to be the evil ire, or the whatever it is they were claiming. Whatever it is they were doing is they were claiming you were doing, which led to this masculine, you know, not rejecting you in the Four of Cups, and led them to the Five of Cups. So they must have, more information is needed. Yeah. They must have had some sort of awakening to what this is now, to be in the Five of Cups. So just continue to invest in yourself and build a strong foundation for yourself. Because if it's not this person, if this person cannot, where's the Emperor? Anyway, if they can't, you know, step into their power and become the divine masculine to your divine feminine, then that's okay. Someone else will, right? So, excuse me. Go with the flow. Let's read this again, because this is important. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yes. I feel like you are committed to your growth and your peace, and to manifesting your abundance with or without this person, on your own, you know, with or without a community, you know, all this heartbreak and the betrayal. Ugh. The dark occultist could be a Pisces. All of this actually just led you to your divine mission, your divine purpose, your calling. So This is very good. I hope that this message helped someone. And again, thank you guys for subscribing and for giving me a thumbs up and commenting. Everything helps the channel to grow. And I will see you next time. Bye.